Black Out Guitars and Kazoo here. I'm here in the shop with another episode of Guitars and Gardening. Look at some guitars, look at some gardening. We have a good old time. We got a great episode today. This one's called Pickin, Ponds, and Pitch Kettle. So let's head out to the pond and see what's going on. Hey, we're out here by the pond and it's a beautiful day. I've got one of our cookie tin banjos with us. Seems to be appropriate to be picking by the pond today. But we're making some of these. You know, we've been making cookie tin banjos for a long time, and I haven't made any in a long time. But Miss Lori, you can see her, she's working on some pickle rush behind us in the pond here. She found some of these cookie tins, and man, they make a great banjo. We're gonna be turning some of these out. You can really they make a really great banjo-y sound. So we're gonna be turning some of those out. Our next video, we're gonna be showing kind of some of the process of that. It's gonna be super cool. But I wanted to pop over here to the pond and see what Miss Lori's doing. She's gonna tell us a little bit about this. Then we're gonna head out to Pitch Kettle, where my buddy Frank lives. We've been working on his pond, trying to get his water nice and clear and filtered and everything. He's been having some algae and stuff, so we're working out there. We're gonna show you what's going on out there. So let's get over here to Miss Lori and see what's going on.
Hey, I'm over here working with our pickle rush. This is something that you would commonly see in our streams, our creeks, our lakes around this area. And it's a really good plant for the biology of the water. Obviously, no one in the wild is trimming these things up, but we've got them in pots, and they're a bit crowded, and I can't break them up until the winter time when they die back. And I see I've got new growth, so I'm just trying to give them some relief on that and get that new growth coming up. If you come over here, let me show you what else we've got going on in the pond. Hey, so you can see that we've got an amazing amount of plants in our pond. Besides our pickle rush, one of the most prolific things we have is this, which is anacris. You can buy it at the pet store, ironically, but it also, some people call it pondweed. The nice thing about anacris is you don't have to do anything to it. It just goes. The fish nibble on it. It puts oxygen in the water. And it's just a perfect plant. We also have our water lilies, and of course, as the leaves get like this, you kind of have to pull them out as you can. Sometimes you can grab them with feet, sometimes you can't, but they're great for the water as well. All of this is just perfect for the biology of the pond, and the nice thing about the anacris, because it takes off like it does, is you can share it with other people. And in fact, we put some of this in our friend Frank's pond, and we're going to be heading over there in a little while so we can see how that's going.
Hey.
Very good?
Yep.
Okay.
So we're headed out to Frank's. We're gonna slip some of these secret plants in his pond. Hopefully he doesn't know. We're gonna try to slip in a few more papyrus and some more anacris, because he likes his pond nice and clean and clear. But we know that a big planted pond is better because it keeps the water clear. So we're gonna go check on his water. We're gonna clean out the filters and stuff like that. So let's get going.
Let's do it.
All right, here we are at Frank's pond out in Pitch Kettle. Beautiful pond. Look at this area, man. He has spent a lot of time out here. He does such a nice job. Miss Bailey has greeted us here this morning. She's in her chair by the pond enjoying us being here. Miss Lori and I are about to hop in on these filters. He's got one up here into the waterfall and one down here at the bottom. But we're gonna look at the water here. You'll notice the water looking a little bit better now. When we came out here the first time, couldn't really see the rocks down in here, but you can now. And if you look around over here, we added some anacris, and that's catching some of that stuff. So we're gonna pop these filters open And well, Lori is, and we're gonna see what's going on. And we're gonna pop this top off here. Miss Lori's gonna get in here. Let's see what we got. This is where the intake is that feeds the waterfall. We've got everything unplugged right now. We've got some anacris in there. It's filtered.
Friends.
It can actually stay in there if it wants to. And pull that. Oh yeah, look at that. Looks great. Look. So last weekend we put in this this filter media around this pump, and man, look how much it's gonna. So we're gonna take this out. We're gonna spray it out with a hose and get it all cleaned up. Alright, so we were down at the bottom, and now we've come up to the top and pulled the rock off. And what we noticed last time is the filter up here wasn't catching anything because down there at the bottom was clogged last time. But you can see, man, it is catching all kinds of stuff this time. We're going to pull this filter media out. We're going to pump this out and spray it down and get it cleaned up and see what we got. Now you can see all this murky water. We've got the filter media out all down here in the bottom, and we don't want all that flowing back in down the waterfall once we cut it back on. And so we're going to scoop some of this out and probably rinse it out with a hose and scoop it out again so we got nice clean water pouring back out of the waterfall and it's getting filtered by the media. So we got the bucket over there cleaned out and rinsed, and now we're going to rinse out the filter media. So we got all the filter media clean, and Lori's going to get us put back together here.
There's amphipods, you want to see them?
Oh yeah, let's see what we got. Where are they?
They're in this corner.
You can see the small little guys running around down there. Those are amphipods. And they're little like crustaceans. They're really, really good for the biology of ponds. So we're going to put in our grate there in the bottom. Put our bio balls in. Those catch lots of, it's a filter media, it's a little ball that catches all kinds of stuff. Now we're going to put in our coarse, our coarse medium. And then here's our fine medium. It's going in, and that'll filter all through this. And when the water, we cut this back on the water cut, we're going to wipe off this, we're going to wipe off the waterfall, and we'll slide the rock back over and turn everything back on and see how it's flowing. Let's get to it. Takes a minute for this thing to fill up. Here we go. You can see the initial, it's coming out, it's a little foggy, but then it clears right up. That's some of the stuff that we cleaned out and kind of picked up a little bit. Waterfall, beautiful. It comes down here. We put in some parrot feather here that catches some of it and will filter. That parrot feather here will fill up this area and grows off rhizomes, and it will act as a filter. And then it makes its way down into the pond, and it's going to be beautiful. All right, so we got one more thing to do before we finish up here. Frank caught us trying to sneak more plants into the pond, so we're having to do it in front of him now. But we've got another papyrus and some more anacris that's going in. Lori's bundling together. Look how tall that. Look, it's almost as tall as she is. And we're going to tuck that over here in the corner, and get that in, and then we're gonna get this papyrus in, and it's just gonna keep filtering. It's gonna be great. All right, there we have it. Frank's Pond, fantastic, it's looking really good. You can see the filtering's making a huge difference. And Lori was doing all the dirty work. Look, she's got stuff all around.
Filthy.
Anyway, so we're gonna come back. We'll probably check on it again in a week and see how it's doing. We're gonna try to keep up on it and get him some clear water. But cool, this has been another episode of Guitars and Gardening. We'll see you later.